Hello everyone, welcome! Today I am starting a new world in Kerbal Space Program, the sandbox save file. So let's go ahead and get started for our first launch. This is a science world save file. So let's start with our command pod. This is the most important part of every launch. Next we're going to need this solid fuel booster. Then we're going to need a parachute to keep our Kerbal safe, and add on some wings for good measure. Right, such as a mystery group container. Let's put one right here. We also have a Kerbal engineering system part right there, which allows us to use the Kerbal engineer mod. Now this part, if you're playing in a stock version of the game, you will not have access to this part. That is okay. All it does is just allow me to use Kerbal Engineer, which is a mod that gives me a bunch of things. However, that's not important for you if you're in Saga. So let's name this after the first thing I ever launched. If I not spell it correctly, but let's go ahead and put a description. The humble beginnings of a great space agency. Now let's go ahead and launch. So right now we're just seeing if Newton was right. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Wait, we have Jebediah along with us. And we are going to launch. Let's go ahead. There we go. Now we can see Jebediah. Let's launch. Here we go. Right, Jebediah. Let's see what this is what Jebediah currently sees. Just this guy. We're going to come back down. Let's aim retrograde. We can't. Alright, and we are going to begin coming back down. Quickly, prime the parachutes. We're gonna crash into the water! Oh no! Uh-oh, we are flipping around. This is not good. This was not part of the plan. We lost. I'm turning off stability assist. Here we go. I'm gonna slow down and make sure my parachute doesn't break or anything. And Jeb's gonna really feel these G-forces. Let's observe our mystery goo. I kind of forgot that. Whoa. Alright, we get 7 science. Awesome. Let's see. We're gonna touch down, and bam, we splash down. Jebediah, you okay? Let's see. Oh, he's inside, and he's perfectly oriented correctly. Alright, not bad. Let's go ahead now and recover. Excellent, we have some science. Do we have enough to unlock any new parts? Ooh, we can. Let's go for more science. Let's see. We can do more. Let's go ahead and research this. So now we can work on other things too. So let's go back and prepare for our second launch, which will be improving this launch. So let's see here. We now have access to decouplers. Let's go ahead now and test out the first ever launch with a solid fuel boost rocket, and we get a whole lot more fuel. We can also put this decoupler here, add some fins, and we'll call this liquid fuel test. We'll call it Myco. A new rocket to test out liquid fuel propulsion systems. There you go. That sounds cool. Now let's go ahead and launch. But wait, before we launch, let's add another mystery goop. Let's add a thermometer too. This thermometer will measure low, up, high up, and there. Now let's go ahead and add some action groups. To block this one. Our second action group will this one. Our third action group will activate the mystery goo. Alright, there you go. Now let's go ahead and launch. I did realize that our staging is messed up, so we'll just go fix that quickly and then launch. Alright, our staging is fixed, so we're gonna have to throttle up by pressing the shift key. And now we are ready to launch. Alright, Jebediah, here we go! Again, much higher. We have a thrust ratio. The thrust ratio is a lot high. Let's go ahead and throttle down. We are still at 1 times required thrust ratio. Let's go ahead and activate our first experiment. So now we're going to use up the rest. Okay, so let's see here. We have now entered a new layer of the atmosphere, so let's go do some more tests. Now let's go ahead and burn all the way. Actually, let's the G-force is probably not be good for jet, so we'll stick with this. And let's go ahead now and do a little turn. Oh, I just realized our mystery goo is still attached, so we're gonna have to try and recover this rocket after all. Oh, okay. Oh, you gotta be careful. I accidentally spun the rocket out of control. I was experimenting. Alright, now we're going to start falling. Let's go ahead and go retrograde instead. We're going to... We've almost actually escaped the atmosphere. We went 62,000 kilometers. That's almost escape trajectory. We are going to land back onto the ground though, so we're going to have to be careful. Let's go ahead and go through all the layers of the atmosphere. Once we reach this layer here, we're going to deploy our parachute. This will be enough. Okay, that was our first screw up. We accidentally ended up... Alright, so it turns out this design wasn't going to work. We were about to plummet into the ground. So let's start by moving our science equipment onto this command pod so that it won't get lost next time. Put them up here. This design's much better. So now let's go ahead and launch this time. And then we can continue working on some more adjustments to science tech. Like once again, I forgot to fix the staging, so let's just go ahead. 3, 2, 1, launch. I'm gonna thrust down, thrust weight ratio, we can put it down to about 1.30. That's generally good. 15, a little bit lower, still good though. Let's start with our first experiment. Complete temperature scan down here. We can actually complete more temperature scans as we go. For now, we're going to wait until we enter the stratosphere. Let's actually tilt over here so that we land in the water, which is the safest place to land. So let's just right here, and prograde, and now we're good. Do another scan, observe the mystery goo, and we're out of fuel. So now we can safely go ahead and couple this, because this time we've made sure to get all of our experiments safe. We should be good. I didn't think about re-entry, but we should be alright. Alright, our parachute's now armed, so when it's safe to deploy, alright, it's deployed. Alright, this was much better than the last launch. And we should be touching down shortly. I just heard the rocket go kaput into the water. And there's our shadow. you get this cool weird pattern when you zoom into the parachute. Not as cool as in Kerbal Space Program 2. Seagull looks much more interesting. If you guys want me to do a video playing Kerbal Space Program 2, then go ahead and comment down below in the description, and we are good. So let's go ahead and recover our best. So let's see, how much science are we gonna get? We recovered, we got a bit over 8 science. Perfect. We also got jet, so we got a bit over 8 science. Reputation didn't go up because we're in science mode, not career mode. If you guys want me to do a career mode save file, let me know in the comments. And we also got Jebediah back, which is always a good sign. So now that we have 10 science, we can maybe get something. Nope, still not yet. Let's go ahead and do one more launch, and then we'll wrap up the video. Let's go ahead and change the design a bit. What we're going to do is we're going to, just like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to have another thermometer for the next layer of the atmosphere. Another mystery goo over there. We'll call this one Myco 2. So let's see here. We have our 2 mystery goo. Let's go ahead. No, never mind. Our staging is already fixed. Temperature. Let's see, we have our first thermometer, our second one, and our third one. Where's the third thermometer? Aha, there it is, the log temperature. Wait a minute, it says this thermometer has already been chosen. What about this one? Oh, so this is the one. Log temperature, and we will also have a 4th action group for our next mystery goo container. Perfect. So now we can go ahead and prepare the Myco 2 ship to launch. Let's make sure we have everything. We also have some cargo. We can put in an extra parachute just to make sure Jeb's alright. Our science is good. We can put one of these here. Which, as I said before, these aren't the stock game. This is a modded part. It just allows me to use the Kerbal engineering system, which is a useful mod. However, you don't have to use mods because you might be playing a stock game, so that's a-okay. Now we just need to get out an antenna right here, and we're good to go. Any batteries? Nope, haven't unlocked those yet. Alright, let's get ready to launch. I'm gonna make this launch quick, just to make sure the video has enough time. Alright, let's go ahead and launch. Let's check my thruster weight, and here we are, we're launching. So once we reach about 50 kilometers, that's when I usually do gravity assists. I mean, not gravity assists, gravity churns. A gravity churn is when you basically, Kerbin is rotating around like this. So we churn in that direction, and we get a boost from Kerbin's churning, which allows us to save more fuel and use less power. So that's the basics of a gravity churn. Not assist, it's a gravity churn. Alright, so this rocket's a little lopsided. Let's go back up. Temperature scan up here. Let's go ahead. Let's just burn all the way. Get all our fuel out. There we go. Now we're in the final layer of the atmosphere. Do some more experiments. About to leave Kerbin, and you might make it out to the exosphere. I'm starting to fall, and let's do our final experiments. Temperature scan. mystery goo too. Let's go ahead, deploy this. This might be the second highest we've ever gotten. Let's just go ahead and just aim away like this, just to keep our antenna safe. And get our parachute deployed. Get ready to land. Coming in hot. Luckily we have our trusty handy dandy parachute. I think I forgot to activate my mystery kit. Oops. Well, we still get some science from it. I was hoping I would have ran it up high here though. Would have gotten more science. As you can see, we're slowing down a lot now. We go all the way down to just a bit over 5 meters per second, almost 6. Now we just slowly glide down with Jebediah as we slowly get closer to the ocean. Alright. After we finish this, we'll make our final tech tree upgrades, and then we will be ready for them, and then we'll be ready to see you guys in the next episode. Splash down. Let's recover the vessel, and let's see how much science we made. Right, we got 16 science. We got quite a bit. Dang, I didn't expect to get that much. Perfect. Alright, I'll see you guys in the tech tree now. Alright, here we are in the R&D facility. Let's see here. We have 26 science. We could get some more parts. Next we can work on survivability. I think next, let's work on stability. And boom. So that's the final upgrade we can make. Alright. Well, that basically concludes today's episode. Thanks for watching. If you guys want to see another video, go ahead, comment in the description, like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a good one.